me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check curls, check curls, check curls.
They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. 31 yards there and a first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Check hot route. Hot, hot. Switch, switch, switch.
6-6. Pull it high.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he's got room. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Hands up! 318!
Let's go!
Here you go! 368! Regular.
Mike 51! Stop your whining.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Yellow.
Check 9, check 9.
15.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
1st down, Cleveland.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
It's been a long day for you.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
1st down, Browns.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Mahomes now to throw. Buying time to his left. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Hands up. Larry.
Hey, it's coming up.
There you go. Can. You go. Hands up.
The 1st down throw coming for Dalton. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Larry.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
On 1st down, Jones. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Tackle made there by Nate Orchard.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Larry.
I'm coming.
Yeah, practice. Hey, Haywood.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. There we go, Mike 20.
From the 16, Dalton. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 6th touchdown of the season as the Ravens push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Bailey got the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Mahomes. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. 17-0 our score after 1.
Hey, Ripley!
What's tight? Tight is right. Far down. Stand up in. Check 43. Race don't travel.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Let's go.
An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
Yellow!
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off.
On first down, Mahomes. It's caught by Jackson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards, the final tally.
First down, Browns.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game. And he can break big plays like that. We've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
Check, check. 13 Smith. Bang, 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 bang. Check, 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 check.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. That's caught by Jackson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Mahomes firing complete. It'll be a gain of 18 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, Carson. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
And the Browns first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Kelsey out in the slot right. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Ty Montgomery. His 2nd touchdown on the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
At the 37-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch time, watch time. Tight end right, tight end right.
To throw here, Dalton. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Tevin Coleman. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as the Ravens push further out in front. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
Come on now, let's go!
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase.
Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They go play action here on 1st down. He'll let it. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a gain of 34.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 1st touchdown on the year, as the Ravens push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Wesley Woodyard, he does a little bit of everything, and this time he gets the sack.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
To try again after the sack. Mahomes, the linebacker Fred Warner right there on the coverage. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it.
Let's go, baby.
And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The linebacker T.J. Watt there on the coverage.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. Flushed out right. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Here we go, 4th down. Mahomes finds his target, Montgomery. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Browns drive about to get started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Man left, 3 down, 3 down.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes. That's caught by Montgomery. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
1st down, Browns.
Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They'll run on 1st down. It's Montgomery. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 6-yard line.
Yellow. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
You can't block me.
Now the second-year man from South Dakota State, it's Zach Zenner. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Trying to run for it with Zenner. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6.
When you think of Mike Daniels, you think of strength. Hard to knock off the football, but surprising quickness and ability to move and evade people. How about that play there?
Well, he can squat 600 pounds, so that's how he caught people's attention coming into the league, and he caught our attention right there. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. And finally taken down to the 25-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Here we go, D. It's just me.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. And Justin Coleman brings him down. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field. And he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The ex-Iowa Hawkeye Mike Daniels in for the sack. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Mahomes looks to throw on third down. Caught by Montgomery. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Baltimore. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Mahomes now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 25 yards that time. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Quick slant, caught by Moore. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They go play fake. Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones, and he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On second down, it's Coleman. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Let's go, D.
On third down, here's Jones. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. On the return, Jackson. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now here's Mahomes. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Credit that breakup to Greedy Williams.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just... And my goodness, another interception. Marcus May with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said,
and the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Guys up! Wait!
Hey, watch the slant.
Guys up!
This is Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Baltimore, they're into the win column for the 3rd time this year as they get the victory here. And they will